What's going on, guys? How you doing today? I got an 03 Chevy Impala with a 3.8 liter. Came in with a P0420 for cat efficiency on bank 1. This thing only has one cat, but nevertheless, cat's bad, but that's not why I'm making this video. I want to show you why the cat's bad. This thing's got a secondary ignition problem, so let me get you out and we can take a look at the secondary ignition waveform using an ignition probe, because this is plug wires and just coils. So figured I'd show this. Yeah, so let's get out there. Alright, so I've got my secondary probe grounded to this mount right here for the torque strut, and I'm currently clamped around the 1, 3, 5, so I'm clamped around cylinder 3 right now. Now I'm getting misfires on multiple cylinders. No codes for it though. Right there is our ignition waveform for the secondary. You can see here we have our primary turn on for our primary coil. Let's bring that up. Let me grab the stylus here, guys. Alright, so you can see we got a good oscillation on the primary side right there for the turn on. And anyways, what I wanted to show you, and when this thing's this spike on this waveform is going well above, well, right around, what is that, 35 to 45 kV, so 35 to 45,000 volts on that initial spike. But what I want to look at is this right here. I don't like all this craziness going on here in our burn time. So anyways, let's give her a snap once. And you can see it right there. I'm going to try to, let me do a snap and I'll pause this so I can capture that so I can show you guys what I was seeing. Alright, so there's a snap capture. And what you're seeing there is a secondary wire, and I believe this thing's just got wire problems, guys. Obviously the plugs would get done with it, but you know, the coils are able to kick out the voltage. We're seeing turn on taking place and saturation or whatnot of that primary side. The secondary side though, here you can see we have real short burn time and all this extra energy just going all over the map, and that's because that spark's not making it all the way through. So let's take a look at another cylinder. Let's go to cylinder we'll go to cylinder 1. This one's pretty cool because you'll actually see it if you watch the end of the burn time there. Right here you'll see this kind of jump up every now and then. There it is. There it is. There it is. I'm going to try to capture that. Just going so fast. But we'll give this one a snap once. Yeah, all that extra energy. There it is right there. Let me get a capture on that. Alright, there you go. There's a snap, cylinder 1. You can see here all of that energy not making it through. So all that energy has nowhere to go, guys. Secondary problem. Definitely a wire issue. You know, plugs. Obviously, you know, you can pull the plugs and look, but I mean, this is across the board. Let's take a look at cylinder 6. Alright, you can see I'm clamped onto cylinder 6's wire going to the back there. and you can see my waveform looks all messed up. That's because I got to invert it, because we're on the other side. Remember, this is a waste spark system. So let's invert that. Well, correction, the front cylinders I had to invert. I still had it inverted from that. I'm gonna, just so you know, right now I'm on a 50 kV scale. I'm sloping, I'm capturing my trigger on the slope up, and I got a 50 millisecond screen up. I do have my filter on. So let's go ahead and give this one a snap. This is cylinder 6. Trims look really good on this, by the way. They're a little negative, higher RPMs, but and at idle, but not anything excessive. So let's give this one a snap once. You can see this one's doing the same thing as the front ones. Oh yeah. Definitely a secondary problem. Let me get a capture on 6 for you. There we go. All that energy, nowhere to go, not making it through. This thing needs plugs and wires. I guess we can check the other cylinders just for reference, but nothing wrong with the coils. Obviously we're getting good enough, we're getting energy there, enough energy to spike. Our problem is either the spark's not making it through because of a gap issue on the plugs, or we got bad wires. Really don't matter, to be honest with you. Thing needs plugs and wires. Now, you know, how long has this thing been running like this, and you know, misfiring and ruining the cat? I don't know, really don't matter. This thing's got 175,000 on it. It's got exhaust leaks. So let's check the other ones. We'll check, what are we on, 6? So we'll check 4 next. And there you go. We're on 4. Spiking. There you can see that one's doing kind of the same thing. Let's give this one a snap once. Oh yeah. Alright, I'll get a capture for you. And there you go. All over the place. Real noisy. You know, I know, thinking back when Paul Danner on Scanner Danner was talking about these spikes at the end there being real high, it could be a lean misfire. That is a possibility, but I mean, all that noise in there, going off of my experience of looking at them, and now for, you know, I'm not an expert, but that's definitely a secondary problem. So this thing needs plugs and wires. Let's take a look at number 2. Alright, we're on number 2. You can see same thing right there. When it's rated idle, you can see that. Watch that end of that spark, that burn time. Watch the end right here, guys. From the, this is when the basically when the field collapses, and you know, obviously this is all the energy from the coil going through the plug wire, and then this is the actual burn time. This is actually, you know, the secondary side right here. This is our primary side. You can see we have turn on oscillation on the primary. Sorry guys, my service manager came over. I don't know if I ever got you a capture on number 2, so we'll get one on number 2. Hold on. Alright, there's number 2. I'm gonna give it a snap and capture it for you. Hold on, let me snap it so you can see it live. See all that extra energy has nowhere to go. Alright, let me capture it. And there you have it. Coil might be getting kind of weak too, but not too worried about the coils. I'm more worried about the fact that that spark can't go. I guess the other thing we could do is we could do a spark test with a spark tester on one of the plug wires. I'll show you that. Hold on. But I'm only going to do one. I'm going to do that cylinder right there. It's easy. I'll show you that. We'll check it just to see if it can jump 30 thousandths of a gap. If it can, we're done. Needs plugs and wires. I misspoke on that. With a bad wire, it probably won't be able to jump 30 thousandths. So, nevertheless, like I said, I'm not worried about the coils. But we can throw a spark tester on there just for the hell of it. Well, on second thought, guys, I really don't want to show you that because I don't even want to attempt to take these plug wires off. They're baked on there, and you know, from my experience, they can break right off on the plugs. And we haven't sold the job yet, so not even going there. I gotta lift this up, check for an exhaust leak yet for that the cat issue. You know, like I said, I'm pretty confident it needs a cat. The O2s, I suppose I could show you guys what the O2s are doing. Well, before we do that, we're in the misfire counters. I'll just show you that real quick. Let me snap it. I don't know if we caught any. I'll let her come back down to an idle. No, it's not going to do it. No, it's not going to do it. There's one. Cylinder 6. Cylinder 5. 5. 4. So, pretty obvious we have a plug and wire issue at this point. Alright, well, here's our field trim data. Short term, long term. You can see running a little rich. That's probably from the misfires, but pretty good. This has one cat, guys. Mass airflow. I'm sure it's dirty, but looks fine. That's what we're reading on our map. We're up to temp. We're in closed loop. Our upstream is switching. So let me bring the RPMs up. Watch the downstream. Cat is spanked. Let me go down and check for exhaust leaks. No. Looks like this one's already seen a cat. Interesting. Wonder what fried the new one. That sucks. Well, I'm gonna smoke the exhaust, see if we got any leaks. I'm pretty confident that a new cat will fix it. But before we do anything, as far as putting another cat in it, and I don't know who put the cat in this. We didn't, because I'll be honest with you, I don't like welding. So, yeah, that sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna smoke the exhaust, see if I see any leaks. Alright, we got our smoke in the tailpipe. You can see I had to tape that off. Not a big deal, not worried about it. So, no leaks, no leaks, no leaks. And it ain't pouring, nothing's pouring out up here, guys. This is straight up gonna need a cat. There's just no way about it. We're getting a direct fit. We'll get a direct fit for it and put in a couple new O2s for good measure. Yes, it's getting O2s. I don't care. If we're putting a cat in, it's getting O2s. don't see any up there, so let me drop her down. I'll check the manifolds. Alright. Let's take a look here. I got that crossover pipe. Just kind of make sure we ain't got any major leaks up here. I guess I could do a back pressure test, but to be honest with you, after looking at that downstream O2 signal, as I was raising the RPMs, and the fact that it's got, you know, cheapo welded in cat in there, I'm pretty much done with this thing. And all I'm doing is looking for major leaks. And I don't see any. It would be bellowing out of there by now. Oh, the backside's gonna be a little harder to check. Let's see. Well, I'm not seeing anything else out of the ordinary as far as leaks go. Nothing major anyways. So it really don't matter, because when we get the direct fit cat, we're getting a new gasket to go to that the manifold back here. We'll get a new gasket for the connection to the resonator, and plugs and wires. And it's already sold, guys, because I know that's what it needs to fix it. So already mentioned that valve cover, you know, I don't know if somebody's done lower intake on this. You know, clearly they did a water pump. Obviously the coolant elbows have been done. So the lady said she did have it in another shop, but she didn't want to mention the shop to us. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'm sure we know who it is. I'm not going to worry about it. Anyways, yeah, mentioned that they mixed green coolant with the Dex Cool, of course, so that's nice. There's sludge in the system. I already mentioned that to her, and she doesn't want to do nothing about it. She wants to fix the other issues, apparently. Whatever. Anyways, some of you might not agree that we're going to do both O2s, but I don't care. Protecting the investment. If she's going to spend the money, it's getting new O2s. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I was going to show you guys the freeze frame, and I also wanted to show you the readiness monitors, so that way, this is something that I look at usually, well, not usually, all the time. Every car I do, I just don't show it a lot of times, and I just want to make sure that I reaffirm that you guys are doing that. Check your readiness monitors. Make sure nobody's cleared the codes on you. You want to look at the monitors complete since DTC's cleared. You can see the fuel system completed, the CAT completed, the evap system completed, the O2 sensor heater completed, the misfire completed, and didn't throw any misfire codes, even though I know it's got a secondary problem. All the components completed. The O2 sensor completed, the EGR completed. So pretty much tells you right there. Now, some of you might be like, well, why are you doing O2 sensors? Well, because I am. Based off experience, if I'm putting a cat in, brand new, it's getting O2s. Plus, it's been misfiring this long. Took out its, you know, obviously this thing is on its second cat. The other place that welded in that cat clearly didn't find the reason why it failed to begin with, the original. And here we are again. So that's why, guys. Anyways, hope you guys like that. Not too crazy. Pretty cool, though. Stuff to look for, stuff to keep in mind. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. we do have it sold, so I will make a part 2 confirming the repair. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep learning. See you guys later.